Okay. Um, Basically, I want to know when a canine becomes a non-canine, when a feline becomes a non-feline, and when a bear becomes a non-bear. That's pretty much what I'm trying to find here, because that's what
They looked
macroevolution
over at
is.
him and saw something they had never seen before. For this fish had the genes to grow legs and walk on land. No longer would he be bound by the water, limited by its...
Yeah, but we've never seen something with like a half a wing or a half a leg or something like transition.
No. Do you think
Yeah,
important?
I'll tell you, evolution is not proven. Because
It
every
is.
time there's a new supposed transit, every time Lucy or Coelacanth or Archaeopteryx or whatever new transitional fossil emerges, they're so quick to go, "Hey, look, we found the missing link. We found what proves evolution to be right." And then every time it gets disproven and shown to be not the missing link that they thought it was, then now they come back down and they start saying, "Oh, well, you know what? Let's just merge micro and macro evolution."
Hey YouTube, it's Lee, and I wanted to make this video for quite some time. Actually, I wanted to make a series of videos called Christians Don't, and then kind of fill in the blank. And this was just the first of what I planned on being several, so we'll see how this works out. First, before I get into anything really, I just wanted to make sure everyone understands that this does not apply to all Christians. There are plenty of Christians that understand evolution and the scientific method and all that. So, you know, while the title of the series lends to generalizations, it is meant to be a bit tongue-in-cheek, you know, a bit satirical, if you will. But it's not addressed at those people. It's addressed at the people that I showed in the intro to the clip, or to the video, or people that, you know, are in that camp. And this is directed at you guys. Now, secondly, I'm not a biologist, I'm not a scientist, I'm not, you know, here to bore anyone to death with definitions and stuff like that. And it's also, more importantly, not my job to give you a fundamental, basic understanding of what evolution is or the scientific method. I'm going to assume that you guys went to school, or at least graduated high school, or have some basic idea of what's going on. From what I've noticed this past few weeks, evolution has been a real hot topic, at least in my Google Plus messages, and there have been, I think, a few like Google Hangouts that involve evolution, and it was really a comment section on one of my Google Plus threads that kind of prompted me to make this video, kind of edged me into making this video. So, to all the people that don't accept evolution and are just, to you people that have been told, hey, you guys don't understand evolution and you think that you do, I want to go over a couple things. And if any of these things apply to you, there's a good shot. In fact, it's pretty much concrete that you don't understand evolution. So, and I made a little list because I'm far too lazy to make a graphic right now. If you think that evolution has anything to do with the creation of the universe, a la the Big Bang, or if you think that evolution has anything to do with abiogenesis, how life started on the planet, then just you need to re-evaluate the definition of an evolution, because it has nothing to do with either of those. Another thing is I've seen typically is as one of the featured people on my intro of this video, a lot of people seem to think that, a lot of Christians seem to think that evolution says that birds will give birth to cats, who will give birth to lizards. And if you think any of that, open up a textbook and really read what evolution has to say. There is no difference between micro and macro evolution outside of time, and I find that to be a big issue with creationists or theists in general, because if you think the Earth is 6,000 to 10,000 years old, then it's not going to make any sense. If you accept an old Earth, then you're more likely to get that concept, or fact rather. As far as fossils go, if you think that there are millions upon millions of fossils on the planet. No, you do not know how fossils form, and you do not know how we go about acquiring them and dating them. And if you really, really, really believe that there are no transitional fossils, then, my friend, you have a lot to learn. And I think last is this idea of kinds. I know in the Bible it says kinds with the Noah's Ark thing and 2x2 and all that shit, but until you can really define what kinds are, the term is meaningless, because it's not a scientific term, it's a term that you pulled out of your ass, and everyone's going to define it a little differently. You know, dog kind doesn't mean shit. Does that include just dogs? Dogs and wolves? Does it include coyotes? Does it include, you know, foxes? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is kinds? You know, so if you're going to use kinds because that's what the Bible says or whatever, then you've already taken it out of the realm of science, and you're just kind of pulling shit out of your ass. So these are a couple of things to think about. If you fall into any of these, you know, if you believe any of these things that I just finished listing out for you, you do not have an understanding of evolution or a good understanding of evolution. I encourage you to really take a look at it, and if you can get all the facts straight and then you have objections to it, that's great. Then we can be open for, you know, anyone can be open for debate about it. But if you're going to deny, you know, or not accept evolution and then just, you know, blurt out something stupid like, I want to see a bear give birth to a cat, then you're going to be ridiculed and mocked and probably laughed at, and deservedly so, because you are either intentionally misrepresenting science or you are being ignorant of what the actual facts say. So anyway, this is Lee. Talk to you later. Bye.